Hi guys, welcome to Reensplace. It's Mini Food Monday, and today is pie day. We're going to be making two kinds of pie, a sweet pie, which I think I'm going to do a cherry pie. I think that's what I picked out. Let me just look real quick. Yes, cherry pie, and we're also going to do a chicken pot pie. So there's lots to do. Let's get started. If you guys follow my channel, you know I'm not the best with pie crust. I am working on it, trying to make homemade ones. However, I didn't want to mess with the measurements to try to make mini ones, so I went ahead and I'm using refrigerator pie dough. So let's get the cherry pie going. I have a pie plate. I don't need that yet. Let's roll the pie dough first. And I'm going to use this wax paper here to roll this out on. So let's grab some extra flour from our pantry. I'm just going to sprinkle a little. Grab my rolling pin. Move that here so I don't knock it over. And roll it out. Yeah, I figured I would master pie dough in my real kitchen before I try to make it in my tiny kitchen. Okay, so this is a really simple, easy pie, and I'm using some cherry preserves to make my filling. So I'm just going to put this in here. I have my my little oven is preheating. Now I wish it went higher, but it goes up to 350 degrees, so we're going to make it work. And I figured we'd get the cherry pie in because we have to make the filling for the chicken pot pie, and that's going to take us a little time. So while we're making the chicken pot pie filling, this will be baking in the oven, and then the chicken pot pie can go in afterwards. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill it. And again, I have some of these Bon Maman cherry preserves, and I thought that would make a nice little pie filling. So let's see what we got here. Wow, that's hard to open. I'm just going to get a spoon and I'm going to mix that around. It smells good. Oops, I got it on my... Good thing I have that paper there. I don't know if this will stain or not. And I think we're going to get the whole jar, if not most of it, in there. Okay. Let me move this over to the side. And now we're going to make the top crust. And I think we might try to make a lattice top pie, but I'm not sure. Let's see. I'll move this over here again, so it's not in my way. I'm going to sprinkle a wee bit of flour on there. And I'm trying to make this a little bit thinner and longer because if we do the lattice one, they have to cross over each other. So let's see what we can get out of this. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. So let us make some slices. I think I'm going to try my pizza cutter for this. Pizza cutter. Again, I don't think I make lattice pies a lot. I think I've made it a couple times, but This is by no means second nature to me, so we shall see what happens. Okay, so let's get our pie over here. And then we will we'll start by making them go one way. Maybe I should stagger them. Okay. So then, from what I understand, okay, let me pinch the left side real quick. I'm going to, woo! Got to remember, that's not like a big pie. You can't just let it sit on its own. Okay. So then, you're going to go every other this way. That one's a little short. I'm a little scared of this one. Okay, so then we're going to put that way. This one. I pulled it over a little bit. Let's see. Now we put these ones down. Like I said, it's been forever since I made a lattice pie. And I feel like I should have made these a little longer, but again, I'm going to do the best with what I have. It's going back. It's going back. It's going back. These ones come up. Just so you know, the chicken pot pie is definitely going to have a solid crust because this is not my jam here. Okay. Not horrible, not bad. Again, this is not my thing, so I'll take it. Let's see. Now I'm going to crimp with my fingers the edge of the pie. Well, this is harder to hold on to than you might think. I'll go back around with the fork once I get this down. I don't like the way that one looks. Let's see. Okay, now I'm going to take a fork, old school style. Ooh. Again, not as easy as you might think. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. And I'm just going to trim the sides off. Butter knife should do. The piece didn't really stay, but... Okay, not bad. I have to say, not bad. What we are going to do is we are going to get an egg and make us a little egg wash. me grab a bowl. What I need to do, I need to grab a garbage bowl as well. We're going to need that for filling the vegetables also. Woo! Good thing I'm wearing an apron. Okay. Okay, let me grab my little, up here I have a little whisk. Just going to whisk this egg. Okay, I'm going to have to just use my hands because I do not have a tiny pastry brush yet. I'm just going to give this a little wash with my finger. I don't know that my oven's going to be hot enough to really make this golden or not, but we will give it a best try. Okay, that looks good to me. I am going to put a cookie sheet underneath. Oh, those are hot. I am going to put the cookie sheet underneath it, just in case we have any spillage. I'm going to use that thing because that is hot. Okay, so this is going in my preheated oven. I'm going to look at my time on the clock real quick. Okay, so we'll check it back in 30 minutes. I'm going to save this egg in my fridge because we will use it as a wash on my chicken pot pie. So let me grab some ingredients. I'm going to get the veg started. So in here I have celery and carrots. What else do we need? We need the chicken. That would be helpful. I'll take that out. I'll put the egg wash in there. And that can sit while we are preparing our veg. The first thing I want to do is I want to get the potatoes and carrots cut, and they're going to go into the, let me grab a sponge real quick, I forgot it over here. I want to get the carrots and the potatoes into a pot and get them on a simmer so that they can, everything can be cooked at the right temperature. I'm going to put this chicken back in. I just don't need it yet. Okay, so grab a cutting board. And a pot. Carrots. I don't know if I'm going to need all these carrots in it, but we shall see. Put that in there for now. Grab a knife. I do not know how to cut carrots and not have them jumping all over the place. So my floor, if you will, of my tiny kitchen is actually a piece of silicone, so I can, it's kitchen food grade, so I can pick them up. It's washed every time I use the kitchen, before and after. I think we're going to need all the carrots. So let's see what we do here. You know what I would love? A pastry cutter. I wish I could find a tiny pastry cutter. That would make life a lot easier. I'll put the celery to the side for a minute, just till I need it. And get some potatoes on. These potatoes have been washed. They just have not, they dried since I washed them before the video. The last time I peeled potatoes on camera, my daughter said I was giving her a heart attack, so don't look. I actually have a garbage can in here. I don't know if you could see. In here I have a garbage can, but I just feel like a garbage bowl is so much easier. And these are little yellow potatoes, which I love. I think they have such a good flavor to them. And I don't know if I'm making too much filling, but I figured it's better to have too much filling than not enough filling. Another big potato. When we get these on to boil, then we'll get our other pan ready for the vegetables. What are we doing? We're going to do celery and onions, and we're going to saute those. We'll get our chicken cut. We'll make a roux. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to just cover them with water. We don't need too much water. Just going to cover them like that. And let's get them on. Get them on to cook. And I'm going to put a cover on that just till they saute. Okay, next. Let's clean this up a little bit. We're going to do our celery and our carrots. Not celery and carrots. We're going to do our celery and onions. And we're going to be using our cast iron to saute those in. So let's get the celery back out. I like my celery cut very small. I like the flavor of it, but not so much, you know, getting a big bite of celery into something. And I just want to put a little chunk of butter in my, again, this is not even on, it's just warming. This pan is not steady. I'm going to have to look at that pan before I, my next video. Okay, so I'm just going to, and it doesn't matter how much butter I use in here because I will be adding more butter when I make my roux. And as you can see, it's starting to melt because it's warm on this side. I'm going to just stick this over here. And we'll put the celery in here so we can use the cutting board for our onion. Once the onion's in, we'll move that over to the burner. See what I mean about this rocking? I'm going to have to look. I know I have another one of these pots. I think maybe the bottom of that might be a little warped. Okay, back to our onions. That doesn't work for me. That little skin off. I can see it, I just can't grab it. There we go. Perfect. I don't like that little bit in the middle. It seems on these tiny onions that gets a little like woody feeling. And I feel like onions give it great flavor. Just got to check over here real quick. We got multiple parts moving. It's just starting. It's not really to a boil yet, but you can see it's moving. So we'll keep an eye on that. I want to time that once it starts boiling. Okay. I also additionally add some onion powder in, so it doesn't matter that I don't have a ton of onions in here. I'm going to put this on the heat now. Add my onions. Okay. I'm going to quick and clean up this mess a little bit, and then when we come back, that should be sauteed, and then we can do our chicken and add the chicken to it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my celery and onions are sauteing nicely. These are just about done. Cherry pie's cooking in the oven. Next step. Let's start. I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. Let's cut up the chicken. I just have some leftover chicken breast. It's seasoned with salt and pepper, and I think this has lemon pepper on it as well. So I just want to cut this into chunks. Not too big, not too small. Get that going. So maybe one more piece. I'm going to cut one more. If I don't use it all, that's fine. I'd rather have, again, too much than not enough. Okay. I have an extra piece. I'm going to just put this back in the fridge. We're going to be done with this cutting board now. But we still have to get that other pie crust ready. But before we do that, let's see what we have going on here. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add some more butter. We're going to make a roux that will thicken our gravy for the pot pie filling. Okay. Okay, let me grab my flour over here. We have it open from the, we had it open up still from the pie crust, and we still have to do the pie crust for this pie. Okay, that looks good. Just going to slip that on there so I don't burn myself. That's looking good. We just want that that flour to cook out so it's not tasting like it's raw. And let's go ahead and strain those vegetables. So over here I'm getting my bowl, my colander, and grab my spoon real quick. Whoops, all those carrots are stuck over there. Let's get them in. Okay. Over there on the cutting board. Back to our roux. Put this in the middle. Get a little milk in there. And we're going to want to put the milk in and stir it around. More. We have lots of chicken and potatoes and carrots, so we want to make sure we have enough sauce. season this a little too. So put some more milk in there. Trying to find what's in my cabinet here. Whoops! I don't know what I dropped. Okay, some thyme, onion powder, salt and pepper. Okay. Keep this stirring. So I want to add a little bit of chicken broth. This is chicken bouillon. Just a little bit. Bring out the chicken flavor in that. What else are we going to add? We're going to add a little onion powder. We already have onions in there, but I also think that this just makes it taste better. A little pepper. Like a lot of pepper in there. Now we just put that bouillon in, so we're going to be careful with the salt, hopefully. It doesn't come out more than I want it to. And then I'm just going to do a teeny pinch of thyme because that's what makes it taste like a pot pie, right? Let's give this another stir. Oh yeah, that's getting thick. I think I'm going to ooh, it's going over there, huh? I might just stir this all in the big pot because it's going to be a lot once I get it going. So let's move this off the heat. And let's put our potatoes and carrots. Our chicken. We definitely need a pot holder for this. I'm going to put this together and then I'm going to pause because my battery is just about out. And then we'll put the pie together once we get this filling. Okay. Well, that's looking good. I might add a drop more milk into here. We don't want it too loose though because we don't want it coming out of our crust. Okay. I am going to take this off the heat, put it on a pad, and then I'm going to pause right here. When we come back, we'll make the pie filling, the pie crust, and get that going. Okay, so our pot pie filling is there and staying warm on the warming side. And let's get our pie crust ready. Oh, I should have taken it out already. Our pie crust for the pot pie. Flour again. We'll do one at a time. Okay. Let's add a little flour and roll it out a little more. Roll it out. together. Okay, let me grab the pie pan. Get that one in there. And we may have too much filling, but that's okay. We don't need to use all of it. And let's just get this one rolled out as well, and then we'll fill it. A little flour. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's get this filled. Grab a pot holder. So we want it filled, but we don't want it overfilled. Okay, let's see. We'll do some of this. I think that'll give us a nice pie. Honestly, there's probably enough in there to make another pie, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to put this over the top. And I'm going to pinch it together, which is very hard to do because the amount of pressure you want to put on so that it crimps pushes the pie over. Let's see. Okay, so it's pretty much pinched closed all together. I am going to do the little fork thing around just because I think it looks cute. And I think it'll give it a little extra crimp. And I can hold the pan and apply a little extra pressure. I'm hoping that this doesn't overflow in my oven because that's going to be a mess to clean, so I'm not looking for any other messes. Let me grab my egg wash out of the fridge. Give it another stir. Again, just with my finger, I'm applying the egg wash. I'm just going to poke a little hole into the top here to vent it so that it hopefully doesn't overflow. There we go. And now this one's ready on deck. We got to wait for the cherry pie to come out of the oven, and then I'm going to put this one in. So I'll come back after the cherry pie is finished. Okay, so the cherry pie just came out of the oven. It's like molten lava. I'm going to let, you see it bubbling? I'm going to let that cool. The chicken pot pie is in, and when it's finished, we're going to come back and I'll, actually when that chicken pot pie is finished, I'm going to let that set for probably a good 20 minutes or so before I bring it back. Okay, we're back. They've both been cooling. They're still warm though. You can see we had a little bit of a bubble up on the cherry pie, but the pot pie, the chicken pot pie looks good. I'm just going to move this off of here for right now. And I want to cut the chicken pot pie, so let's grab a plate. We'll get a spatula. I have a pie thing, but not in here right now. I should have, if I would have thought, I would have gotten it out. I have a, let's grab a knife. It's not, it's been sitting for a while, so. Hopefully we can get it out in one piece. You know how pies are. And usually that first piece is always messy. Oh, I thought that was pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's taste it. I'm going to grab a fork. I apologize for the bad lighting, but it is that time of day, and I don't have my ring light. Oh man, that's really good. Like, really good. Now I'm sad I didn't make a big pie. I am. My husband's laughing at me. Really good. Not too hot, I can pick it up. All right. Really good. I can't wait to eat the rest of this off camera. Okay, and that's definitely cooled down. I'm not scared to eat that one either. Let me just wipe this off real quick. Just using my little sponge and wiping that off so we can use the same one. This is going to be a mess, I could tell. Oh yeah. Not looking forward to cleaning this pie pan. Is this going to be ugly? I can guarantee it is. Ooh, it's not as horrible as I thought it was going to be. Oh, I'm trying to show you without it sliding off. There we go. I'm going to get a clean fork. Okay, and I've also never had cherry preserves before, and they're very sticky, as you can see. Man, that's surprisingly really good. Like, I didn't think I was going to like, because it's like basically preserves is all I used. I didn't put any extra sugar, nothing. I think I'm going to have to arm wrestle my husband for the rest of that pie. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I've enjoyed these little pies. This was a fun one. Sorry about that noise. My actual timer on my stove is going off. But, yeah, thanks for watching. This was a great Mini Food Monday for me. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. I will be back in 2 more weeks with another Mini Food Monday. Sorry again about the shadows. I'm doing them every other week now, only because I have an Etsy store, and this time of year, fall, winter, you know, the holidays, it starts picking up, and I just don't have as much time on my hands. But if I do have extra time, I'll throw an extra video in here or there when I can. But definitely every 2 weeks. And you know what? If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell. And then this way, when I do post a new video, you'll get a notification. So you won't have to look if it's this Monday or next Monday. And this week, I've got a couple more videos coming out. I'm going to be doing 2 grocery hauls. One of them I filmed Friday, which we just haven't had a chance to get it up. And then tomorrow I'm picking up my Azure Standard haul. So we'll be doing that video, and that'll be out this week as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, again, like, share, and subscribe. And if you leave a message, that also helps our channel.